What's up, guys? RBG here. Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of an update on my Ahri deck as it comes out, and then I'm also going to show you a little bit about how I make proxies. It's really not a super complicated method. All you need to make proxies is essentially three things. So you just need a class standard size sleeve, and then you need a Magic the Gathering card, or a any standard size card. Pokemon works as well. Just a standard size card that you can kind of place under, and then a printer. You can also go to the UPS store or something, anything like that. I personally went to the UPS store because my printer is okay, but if you look on these, they're a lot more high quality when they're printed from the UPS store, just because the printer they have is a whole lot better than mine. So it comes out a lot cleaner and a lot more crisp. On my printer, it comes out a lot worse. Really, all you do is you print out a sheet. I'll leave a link in the description of what you need to print out. You can print out straight decks from the website, shout out Piltover Archive, or you can print out almost a copy of every single card. So what you do is you print them out. It'll be in a sheet of 9. You can use scissors to cut it out if you want. I used scissors and just took my time, but you can also just use one of the X cutters where it's a thing and you pull it down. I forgot. I had it in art class, but I didn't use it for this. Essentially what you do, you just literally place it over the Magic card or Pokemon card or whatever you have like that. Make sure it's lined up as best as you can. And then you're just going to slide it into the sleeve like this. Sometimes it'll get caught on the corner and you'll have to kind of go around the side like this to the other side. And you just slowly push it in, kind of adjust it when it's right here so it's a little bit more lined up. And then you just push it all the way in, and it should stay in really well, and it doesn't really come out. There's another method you could use where you can get like sticky paper that kind of like sticks onto the proxies. It is technically a little bit better, but I don't know if it's needed for what we're doing, especially because these are going to be temporary. Once the game comes out, we'll be all good. I currently printed out 4 proxy decks just to play with my friends and stuff like that. I'm definitely going to be recording some live matches and some money matches here soon, so it's definitely something to look out for. But overall, it's really not that hard to print out these proxy decks, proxy cards, and then you can play with your friends in person. And I will say playing this game in person feels a lot better for me than playing on Tabletop Simulator or Pixelborn. But that is as of right now. I think once Pixelborn gets a little bit better and less buggy, that's definitely where I'm probably going to be playing the most. But overall, that's how you do it. It's really simple. If you want any tips, I went to my local card store, and they sold me Magic the Gathering commons because I didn't have any. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Mainly, so they printed me out. So they had Magic the Gathering proxies. It was like 5 cents a common, and I just bought a bunch of commons. I think I bought $25 worth. So like I don't know how much that is, but a lot of commons just so I could have extras. So in case I ever wanted to get more cards. And then just 1 pack of standard sleeves will be more than enough. It usually comes in 100 for the standards. I like Dragon Shield, but you can do whatever kind you want. But one thing of 100 is good. I do like changing the sleeves on my deck. So personally, my Rune deck is going to be a different sleeve, if you can see, than my main deck. The sleeves that I have, my Rune deck and my leader are the same sleeve, and then my main deck and my battlefields and my champion are the same sleeves. I think that's the kind of standard you're going to be seeing, but I could be wrong about that. So yeah, this is my Victor deck over here. So just to get into some of the cards that I'm playing now, big update on the Ahri deck. So obviously you're still playing the Ahri. You are playing this one still personally as a champion. There is another one you can play though that they just recently added, and the reason why you're actually playing blue now is this Ahri. She is a 3-drop. When I attack or defend, give an enemy unit I have +2 attack this turn, or -2 to a minimum of 1. So she's really good in like early game. I still think this is the big payoff that we're kind of playing for, but overall, it's been really good for me to add the blue cards. As far as the runes go, I'm playing 7 green and 5 blue. Just because I want to see green a little bit more than I want to see blue, but overall they're both still really, really good. Locations have changed a little bit. We're playing the Aspirit's Climb, Targon's Peak, this is one of the best ones for you, and Zaun Warrens. I'm still getting used to these cards being sideways, but overall it's not too hard to keep track of. All of these are really good. This slows down the game, this resets your runes, and this kind of starts discarding cards for you for a new card you're playing in this deck. Perfect, and that's the battlefields. And then going on to our list now. Let me just kind of see here where this starts. Okay, perfect. So starting on champions, you're playing, this is one of the better cards that you have in the game now. They revealed this recently. It is Ravenbloom Student. It's really, really good. It's one of the reasons to play blue, along other things, but it just, when you cast a spell, it gets plus attack, so it kind of just plays a little bit better. You are also going to be playing, I believe, you're going to be playing 2 of the Blast Cone Fae, and you can actually, now that you're playing blue cards, you can actually play this as a unit, which is really nice. I've been coming around to like hidden or anything that's a unit and does something, so I think having units that do something is really good. I am playing 2 Eager's Apprentice, I believe. I don't think 3. Yep, 2. Kind of just matching the ratios with the Blast Cone Fae. This card's just really good for blue. Every time that it's at a battlefield, energy cost you plays are reduced by 1. So it just helps early game. It's one of the better cards. And then I think we're maxing out on the new Ahri card, because this card just does what your champion... This card, in combination with your champion, is just really crazy. They almost... Any big bodies are just reduced infinitely. Obviously, one of the best cards for green is going to be Sona as well, so we're definitely playing 2 Sona. I think you might not want to play 3 just because you're playing a slightly different higher drop. And then your final high drop is going to be Kaisa. So this is actually the card that lets you start playing spells from discard, which is super, super convenient. I really like being able to play spells from discard, and this is kind of your top end curve to play to help kind of finish games out. That's all your units. You do play 3 gears, so you are going to play the Garbage Collector. This is just for your draw engine. You can play it early and start recycling through your cards and start drawing through your deck to kind of get things going. Just an overall good green card. I would definitely play it. Now, getting into your spells, it's a little bit more optimized from last time. You're playing 3 Stupefy. It draws 1, it recycles itself. It's good just alone for that. Charm is one of the most broken removal. It's 1 mana, recycle 1. Just, it's basically a removal if you have control of a battlefield. 3 Stupefy. You gotta play 3 Stupefy. It's counterspell. It's counterspell. Who doesn't want to play counterspell? 3 of the Discipline. This card also draws 1. Any of these cards that are going to draw 1 while doing something, they're going to see play because they're replacing themselves in the hand. I do play 2 of the Meditation. This is a new tech. This card is really good because you can leave up mana. So at the end of your turn, you leave up mana for like Discipline, right? 2 mana. And then your opponent plays the game, does whatever. They figure you're leaving up mana. They want you to kind of waste tempo and not use that mana. So they actually don't end up like swinging into you or doing anything. When they go to pass their turn, you can just play the Meditation. So you still have the mana up for this if you want. But if they don't do anything, you can get value out of that mana that you left open by playing Discipline before your opponent's turn is over, which is really, really good. This card kind of makes it to where when you leave mana up, it doesn't feel as bad. And then you're going to be playing 2 of this. It stuns. If you don't know what stun does, look it up, but doesn't deal combat damage. It's really good. It's just a 2 mana stun card. Really good. You're playing 2 Foxfire. I cut down on Foxfire. Still one of the better spells that you have, but definitely able to cut down on it for sure. Foxfire, yep. Perfect. Sweet. I don't know how long it was blurry for. I just looked up and saw it was blurry, so apologies. Playing 2 Windwall. Counterspell, but a little bit more costly. It is really good, though, to stop like Victor's big spells and stuff. And then you're playing 2 Block. I cut down on this, but I think this card is one of the better defend cards in the deck. This deck feels a lot more optimized, and it feels even better than it did last time, and it is still my favorite deck in the game for sure. So I'm going to keep playing it, start optimizing it some more, making some changes here and there, but overall it's a really strong deck. Let me know if you have any questions or issues about the deck profile. If you need any help with making proxies, if you leave any comments, I'm more than happy to take a look and try to help you out and figure out with you how you can get your way into some proxies so you can either remote duel or play with your friends and kind of get games going. But I'm happy to help. Comment, like, subscribe. RB Grinder out. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Have a good day.